Hi guys, I'm K2 and this is Pina, my Finnish friend. Today we're going to talk about the cultural differences between Hong Kong and Finland. So let's talk about weather first. In Hong Kong, it's a very warm places, and although it's in winter, but we have only like +8 or +10 degrees and it's not quite cold. But in Finland, it seems to be so cold.
Yeah, and in Finland we are known about that we have so different weathers. In the summer we have very hot weather, and in the winter it can be very cold. So the difference can be almost 60 degrees from minus to plus degrees.
Yeah.
And it's very snowy, and in the summer it's so warm and
yeah, and it's like here is Finland, and then the part in the north called Lapland is much more cold.
It's like whether you're in the northern or in the southern Finland, the weather differences are there so big. So that's why Finland is kind weird.
Yeah, but in Hong Kong, because it's too small, and then it doesn't have really kind of big differences in each of the places in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Okay, so second is about the peoples. Peoples live in Hong Kong is quite energetic, and we normally will talk to strangers sometimes, and we will be we're kind of busy people, because in Hong Kong every people talk about care about money talk, and then they always need to walk very fast because they don't want to waste their time. But in Finland it seems so different.
Yeah, in Finland people may seem a little bit angry and negative, but they're just very shy with new people, and
yes.
If you get to know them, they're actually very nice people, or we are very nice people, and we may be a little bit more cozy than the people living in Hong Kong, but I think we're mostly known about our honesty, and we are speaking what we think.
Yeah, people in here really talk really direct. Like in China or in Hong Kong, if we want to talk something, tell my friends to be more nice, then we will be another method, just talk not that directly, but
yeah, and we may be not that polite as people in Asia or in other places of the world.
Yeah, in Asia we really talk about polite to our older people and polite to our teachers, but here it's totally different. Yes,
definitely.
Yeah, and about school in Hong Kong is really hard to study, and it's like every day you're gonna die because there's loads and loads of homeworks, and everything just seems so complicated, and the teachers is just forcing you to do the homeworks and do the exams and tests every day. But in Finland it seems so free.
I think in Finland the school is a little bit easier and it's more relaxed. We are comfortable in the school and we do nice things with the teachers. We don't the studying is not that I don't know the word. It's not that demanding. It's more and it's not serious. It's in Finland I think we are trying to be the teachers try to be
friend with you.
Yeah, more like friend than teachers, and it's good. I think it's good.
Yeah, I think the education system in Finland is better than Hong Kong, because in Hong Kong everything seems so strict, and we have lots of rules. We need to wear uniforms. We need to when we go to school, we have a lot of rules. We can wear earrings, we can't wear necklace, we can't wear. We need to tie up our hairs, and then in here it seems it's so free that you can wear everything to school.
Yeah, and I think many Finnish children don't appreciate our school as much as they should, because they don't know about the schools in other places, and they don't respect the school food at all, even though it's free and it's actually pretty good in here.
Yeah, in Hong Kong we don't even have school food.
Yeah.
Yes, and like in Hong Kong, we will call our teacher Mr. or Mrs. something, but in Finland, it's totally different. It's like you can call your teachers directly
with the first name.
Yes,
Yeah.
first name. But if we called our teacher in the first name, then they may kill us. Yes, and about what else? Like activities in school, we have sports day in Hong Kong. We have yes, it's like in Hong Kong school we have a system, like some of the school, like we will divide the whole school into four, the whole school students into four parts, and then each part represent a houses. Like we have Bohemia house, the purple house, and then the pine house, the green house, and then the what else? Brown house and red house. And these four houses we will have different competition between them, and it's like we have music competition between them, and we have maybe chess competition, and then maybe what's that called? Food competition? Yeah, food competition. Like they will cook something to have competition like that. But in Finland, it seems high school, it seems not that much school activities.
Yeah, I think that in like primary school and secondary school we have more of those clubs and activities, but when you go to high school there's not that much anymore, and in high school it's much more about just studying.
Yes,
like you study and then you don't want to go to school.
Yeah, and it's quite boring.
Yeah, you don't want to go to your free time to school. But we have like I think in Finland we have a lot of like free time activities and hobbies, like more hobbies, not like including like not in school but outside school.
Yeah, and in Hong Kong, most of the students they will have that extra lessons, like extra lessons outside with the teachers. Like we will have maybe maths lesson and English lesson just on Saturday or Sunday. That means we have like 7 school days.
Yeah, that's why Finnish people are like more interested in their hobbies, like hockey or dancing or ice skating or football, and they don't actually go to school other than when they have to.
Yes. And about about food. Food in Hong Kong is a lot of choices, and we mostly the same with Chinese food, like maybe fried noodles, fried rice, dim sum, fish balls, siu mai, a lot. Like there is a lot of choices in Hong Kong.
Yeah, I don't know if Finland has like Finnish food, but we have like we don't eat that much Finnish food because we eat foods from other cultures. We like to eat Italian food like pasta and pizza, and then we like to eat Asian food and Mexican food like tacos, and food from other northern countries like Swedish food.
Yeah, I think Finnish food and Swedish food is really similar.
Yeah, and in Finland I think the food may be a little bit more healthier, and we have like the opportunity to eat the healthy food, because in here the junk food is more expensive than the healthy food. And I think that Finland also has the best candy in the world, because everywhere I've been the candy tastes horrible. In Finland we have the best candy ever. And salmiakki.
Oh my god, salmiakki is tastes of shit. And it's like Finland has the best chocolate ever. It's called Fatsa, and it's a really big chocolate factory.
And it also makes bread. We have this thing called rye bread, which is like dark bread, and it's very good. And when you go to like America, they only have this white bread, and it's horrible because we have this dark bread and it tastes amazing. But they have it also in Sweden, in Norway and Russia.
Yeah, in Finland normally eat white, right, what? Dark bread for breakfast every day.
Yeah, and porridge, a lot of porridge.
Yes. And in Hong Kong, we eat like deep fried food very often, and then like McDonald's and Burger King is really cheap in Hong Kong, and in here it's really expensive.
Yeah, that's the reason why we don't eat it so much like the fast food, because the fast food is very expensive.
Yes.
Do you think that like clothes and all are more expensive than in Hong Kong than in Finland, or other way?
Yeah, it's like Finland is quite an expensive places. It's like everything seems so expensive,
Yeah.
and like food and clothes, shoes, everything is expensive. Like one Hong Kong dollars is equal to 10. No. 10 euros equal to 1 Hong Kong dollars.
Yeah, and I think that in Finland we have people who are very rich and people who are very poor. We have a lot of different kind of people in here with different kind of salaries.
Yes, and in Hong Kong it's much more terrible. It's like some of the people is really rich and they can live in the big houses and they can like have a good salary, but some of like most of them are very poor. It's like the elderly or the one don't have any job, and they normally have very low salary, and they live in like small house or no small room or like cages home.
Yeah, and you have like a lot of people in the same house, because we can have like families of only 2 people, and usually we don't live with our grandparents or aunts or uncles. We only have like parents and kids.
Yes, and it's like in here in Finland, most of them live in houses that is built on the ground, but for us we live in like flats, like it's tall buildings. And for me, I live in the 26th floor, and it seems so shock for them because they only live maybe 2 or 3 floors, and the highest flat in here is like
10 floors maybe.
Yeah, 10 or 9. So
Yeah.
it's quite scared for them to be in Hong Kong.
Yeah, and more about family and living is that I remember the first thing you were shocked about when we talked was that my parents are separated, and we have a lot of single parents, or like new families when your mom or dad marries again another man or woman, and you said that you don't have it in Hong Kong.
Yeah, like nowadays divorce is really common in Finland, but I don't know if it is common in Hong Kong or not, because some of my friends, they're divorced, but not all of them. Like almost everyone that I know, their family is like separate.
Yeah, in Finland we have a lot of like, it's called uusioperhe, which means that your parents, your like own biological parents, are no longer together, but your other parent is married to a new person and they have children together, and that is what makes the families big. Yes. When you have stepsisters and stepmothers and that kind of stuff. And also we have a lot of single parents that there's only mother or father raising their kids.
Yes. What else? And in here in Finland, most of the girls are quite mature. Like for you are 16,
yeah,
right? I'm 16 too, but like it's so different. Like 16 in Hong Kong is just maybe kind of kids, and we'll all love to like hang. We don't even love to hang out, but we will be at school and study and do school works like that. But for the 16 girls in here, they already wear makeup every day to school, and then they will have really good clothes to school, and then they wear high heels to school maybe.
Yeah, and like younger and younger girls are starting to use makeup. I know girls who are 10 years old and they already use makeup, and they girls want to be older than they are very soon, and I think that's bad because they should be kids when they appreciate it. And we have a lot of teen moms here in Finland, and that is one of the reasons why we have those single parents, because it's not that bad. It's not like that unusual if you get pregnant when you're 16 or 17 or 18.
Yes, and the drug addict and alcohol problem is really serious in Finland too. It's like once time I was in the train station and I want to go to toilet, and when I go to the toilet, it's like the light is purple.
Blue.
Blue. Yeah,
it's blue,
that kind of
that
light.
If you wanna like use drugs, you can't see your own blood veins.
Yeah, and it just inside, and it was quite scared, like quite shocked me that time, because I thought that like government will be control it, but not let it be like that, and,
and
also
in Finland,
build places for that.
In Finland, they use like even younger and younger kids use drugs, and it's very bad. It's very bad here in Finland, and many people use a lot more alcohol than they should.
Yes, and like for in Finland, because it's so close to Sweden and so close to what's that called? Tallinn? Estonia, and then we will have a lot of cruises to Tallinn or Stockholm, the capital or the places in these two countries. And in that cruise, almost everybody was drunk there, because it's like we will have party and disco there. And then one time when I've been to the one dance, like that prom thing. After the prom thing, we will have a cruise to Tallinn, and then it was quite terrible. Like almost everybody was drunk.
Yeah.
Yes. What next?
I don't know. I think those are the main differences, cultural differences between these two countries.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we will have part 2 of that cultural differences between Hong Kong and Finland. Then we will talk more details.
Yeah.
So see you guys. Bye.
Bye bye.